Today I'm returning to my book, my game, A Collection of Improving Exercises. It is such a wonderful exercise in creativity and drawing. And I really love the works and games created by Timothy Hutchings, the creator of A Collection of Improving Exercises. You may have heard of his more famous game, 1,000-Year-Old Vampire. These are both single-player games, but really tap into creativity and encourage imagination. They're just wonderful and delightful. And one last thing before I get started with my improving exercises is the latest project by Timothy Hutchings. This is an advanced Dungeons and Dragons player handbook. And this is the latest Timothy Hutchings piece. Let's just take a look. Now, unlike the other projects, the other games that I just presented to you, among many others, this is not a game. This book is a page-for-page ink wash drawing. It is called The Homage to the Player's Handbook. Isn't that beautiful? It is an art piece. It is a simplification of this book that obviously meant a lot to him. It's like something half remembered or something from a dream. Let's go ahead and get started. My little beach hut here that has been decorated with all of the objects that have washed up on my shore. Go ahead and find my page here and we will begin. And we are here on a darkling plain swept with confused alarms of struggle and flight, where ignorant armies clash by night. Dover Beach, Matthew Arnold, 1867. Exercise number 7. Take the items that made up your beach hut and draw them scattered on the beach. The barrel and the plastic are missing. What else was lost? This is a 4-minute time limit. The sea is calm, all is wet and cold. Now in the last exercises, it was noted in the book that the sky was filling with dark clouds, so obviously a storm has swept through, and all of the precious things that were collected at my beach hut have been washed about, many of which are lost. Have to revisit my page here to see what all was found and lost. I think the rope didn't get very far. It just kind of tangled here on the beach. All right, well, my 4 minutes is up for that one. I'm gonna go ahead and move on and do another. Exercise 8. A dead crab disarticulated by wave and scavenger. A 2-minute time limit. Draw flat squares and then fit the crab parts into them. How many legs do crabs have? I don't know, but they've got big pinchers. So we'll start with those. Okay. This one's got me nervous. Got to work a little quick. And my time is already up. As I'm getting a little further into this, I'm realizing that the improving exercises are becoming more of a challenge, more abstract in nature, vague even. Really thinking about what crab legs looks like, that's interesting for me. Fun fact, I can't eat crab, so I really don't understand how they work. But one more just for fun. Exercise 9, a cluster of glass or cork fishing floats. With a 5-minute time limit, the sun reflecting in the glass is blinding, the view through the glass distorted. I'm going to go with a cluster of glass. Because clusters of glass, that's interesting. It's hard to remember sometimes what hands look like. But this one's tough. All right, and my time is up. Yeah, as soon as I read that the view through the glass was distorted, the first thing my mind thought of was picking up a piece of beach glass and looking through it. So that's where that came from. But it is so open to interpretation and to imagination that I imagine every person that does this, or even if you repeat these exercises, they're going to be different every time. And I think that is so fascinating and so imaginative and creative. Thank you so much for joining me for another installment of Improving Exercises by Timothy Hutchings. Thank you for watching. It's really important for me to acknowledge the works and be able to appreciate the works of other living artists. And while I have enjoyed thoroughly the game created by Timothy Hutchings of drawing these improving exercises, I appreciate the artistry. Each one of these books is really beautiful and really something to behold. I will link his website in the description below, so be sure to check that out if you'd like to learn more about his games, his art, and his work.